And I think that's where this entire thing started, that we said, let's record our conversations.
I was going through my spiritual crisis is when he appeared.
Thereafter, I was investment banker for some time. Then I had my own investment bank. And then something happened. It's going to be a freewheeling discussion, right?
It all came to a breaking point last year. Hello, Mr. Sunil Kaura. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And thank you for having me today here.
Great.
It's a pleasure to be on your channel. And
It's a pleasure to be on yours.
so, it's amazing to be here. And it's amazing to be having this conversation with you because we've had several such conversations before.
Yeah.
And but we never got a chance to record those.
That's true.
And I think that's where this entire thing started, that we said, let's record our conversations.
Yeah.
Because with that, a lot of people in the world would get a chance
Yeah.
to get a peek into different aspects of humanity and human life, which are rather unexplored by most of us.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. And my name is Anirudh. If you don't know, if you're watching from his channel, we've known each other for almost a couple of 4 or 5 years now.
More than that, 6 years.
6 years. But it was last year when I was going through my spiritual crisis is when he appeared. And here we are after 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Exploring consciousness, exploring spirituality.
Yeah. So the intent behind this entire series, if I may say, is that it's going to be a freewheeling discussion, right? With both of us sharing our insights and he bringing out certain points for which he needs answers. And I try to be a channel, or I being a channel and facilitating whatever is flowing through me in that moment. And then he through his experience, adding his perspective of whatever he has gone through in his journey, in his path till now. So it's going to be kind of a freewheeling discussion, if I may say. And so let's start without much ado.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's start with a little bit of ourselves. So I would like you to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
And what you do and what has led you to this moment.
So my name is Sunil Kaura, and namaskar and vanakkam to each and every one of you. I'm so glad and happy to have you here, and I'm so glad to be doing this. And basically, I'm an Indian and born and brought up in Hyderabad, a Punjabi Hindu by birth, and I have a lovely wife. Her name is Sandhya, and I have 2 children. My elder son is Divij, and my younger son is Ridim. And all 4 of us are a very close-knit family. And my mom and my sister also stay with us. So all 6 of us are kind of together. And so that's on the family side. And on the professional side, I'm basically a chartered accountant. And I did my MBA also from Indian School of Business way back in 2009, I think. And then thereafter, I was investment banker for some time. Then I had my own investment bank. And then something happened. Things just changed in my inner space. And this was around July 2016 when there was some shift within me. And that went on for a solid 9 months. It was kind of a manthan that happened within me. And that's when I decided to change the course of my life from what I was doing back then, which was raising funds and helping set up wind and solar power projects in India, to what I'm doing now, which is helping people go within, clear their inner space, and thereby create a new life for themselves. So, and this journey has been on since last 7 years now. And short of words, it's been an exhilarating journey, challenging many a times, because I've gone through my own journey while the journey of Spurti happened. While facilitating the journey of others, I've gone through a deep journey myself, and I'm still going through the deep journey. So it's been a fantastic ride, if I may say. So
That's brilliant. That's
and I'd
brilliant.
love
Thank
to
you.
hear about you, Anirudh, if you can share
Yeah.
your journey and how is it that at such a young age, you're 26, 25 right now, how is it that you kind of reached the space that you are in right now? What happened in your life?
I've studied filmmaking in my college, and then 4 years later, I worked for 4 more years in the film industry. And then I quickly realized that being in that space was not my thing. I tried very much, but then as things progressed, I was also going through a lot of issues, mental issues. I was depressed. I was also anxious. Over time, it grew also, and I was extremely depressed. I could not get off the bed. I was not satisfied with anything in my life. Plus, I had all these other habits which did not help me. It definitely made things worse. And it all came to a breaking point last year when I just couldn't live that life anymore. I saw my friend meditating. I saw him whenever he was anxious, he would sit and breathe, and then he would calm down. So I was surprised, and I thought maybe I should try it out. So I started experimenting, and I watched Sadhguru's couple of videos. I did inner engineering, and then I did Isha Kriya, which is like a 20-minute basic exercise. Just the basic body movements, basic chanting, basic breathing, and basic meditation. And it really made a difference. That's when I saw that there's value in this. And then I met this miraculous person who was sitting and recording a video in front of the pool. And I went for a swim and he was sitting there. I didn't want to disturb his background, so I offered to help. And then he started talking about all these things that made so much sense to me. Everything about how you can cure your own emotional space, how you can release some of the issues that I was having and basically smoothen out my journey through life. And when he spoke, I was just staring at the screen. I could not take my eyes off because everything I wanted to know, he was saying it, he was recording it. And so that's when I talked to him, and then he told me about his app, which is one of the reasons why I'm able to do this. I'm able to sit today, I'm able to function today, is because of his app, Spurti Wellness Program, and his course, Alpha Healing Meditation, and the other course, Beyond the Obvious. So I've done that, and then it led me to go, within 4 months of doing it, I was in Rishikesh, and I learned about Kriya Yoga, which I was parallelly also trying to figure out. And then I had my Kundalini awakening in the temple in Rishikesh. And he actually suggested me, I came and asked him if I should go to the mountains. He said, yeah, for the past 10 days, I've been thinking that I should tell you to go to the mountains. And I was like, oh my God. So within a month, I decided to go. Within a month, I didn't have any money. And then just miraculously, the money just appeared out of nowhere. So it was my first telltale that I should start this journey. And I went, and I came back after a month and a half of Rishikesh in Dharamkot. And he asked me to do Alpha Healing in Dharamkot, which was spectacular. We'll talk about more definitely about Alpha Healing meditations. Marvelous. And then I came back and I had a moment of enlightenment, epiphany, where things became clear. My doubts got eradicated. I no longer was worried. All my pain went away. And now I was curious. I had to find out the science behind this. And that's why I started this channel. Welcome to 22nd Century Mentality. And welcome to Spurti Wellness Program also.
Thank you for creating this channel, because the world needs this.
We need this. People need this. My generation need this.
And your generation needs it.
Yeah.
my generation needs
Yeah,
it.
everyone needs this.
Everyone needs this.
Yeah, it
And
really
there are
is.
so many kind, noble souls like Anirudh who are right now doing this very exact thing. They are spreading the word of inner journey, and we call them light workers in the spiritual world. And he's one of the light workers who's doing
Yeah.
this amazing, beautiful job of being a channel. But for those of you to connect the story which he started and shared, both of us stay in the same community.
That's true, actually.
So we have like kind of been saying hi to each other since last 6 years, but we never broached upon spirituality or inner journey until some 1 year back or 1.5 year back, I'm not sure. And I was shooting a video near the swimming pool. So since we stay in the same community, and after that he has shared the journey, right, of how we connected, and since then it's been amazing to see the pace at which Anirudh has undertaken the journey. I mean, the pace at which his journey has gone, it's been nothing short of rocket speed, if I may say.
That's very sweet of you.
It's purely because of he was ready for it, and Divinity has created a beautiful channel or a beautiful tool called Alpha Healing Meditation that's been channeled, and I've been a channel who has brought it into the physical form, but it's a tool which has been created by the creator, by the oneness, by God, by universal energy, by whatever name you want to call it by, and that is available online. All of you can watch it, can use it.
Hello people, hope you enjoyed that episode. There's more where that came from. Please watch the entire series because we talk about a lot of diverse topics. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. It would mean the world to us. And if you want to check out the app, here's a QR code on the screen, and you can also check out the links in the description. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Define spirituality. Your opinion on religion. And what is the difference between spirituality and religion?
Wow, that's a very wonderful question.
For each generation, the interpretation of the truth is different according to their own
Context is a fixed object,
Yeah.
but in reality, it is not.
God has become something external,
External.
which is not the case. We are made of the same things.
Correct, exactly.
Why do we say that everything is made of energy?
Wow. In reality, there is this only one energy
Yeah.
and nothing except this energy.
Oh my god, whoa, what is that? Oh my god, I just stumbled upon gold mine.